Hey guys, and welcome to another Polymer clay tutorial. Today we are going to create Necrozma, the Pokemon Necrozma. To be honest, I was pretty skeptical about this Pokemon to create, as it contains so many geometrical forms and they are pretty difficult to create. I prefer organic forms, which are pretty easy to create from clay, but these corners and sharp edges, well, let's give it a try. Let's start to create this Pokemon Necrozma. You've seen the first thing I used as the filling for this Pokemon is from eggs. It's the safety box which the eggs come in, and I thought, hey, this looks exactly like the torso from Necrozma. So here we go. After coating with aluminum foil and some black clay, we are almost finished with the torso, or at least with a head. Yeah, I assume this is the head of Necrozma. I use very thin layers of black clay, and I also highly recommend that if you want to create this creation as well, to use very thin layers, otherwise your creation would be too heavy and the creation would fall over too easily. So here we go, creating the face. It's the base layer of the face. Okay, now I'm mixing a bright black, also known as gray, and we are creating a color gradient for the head. I also had another reason why I was pretty skeptical about this creation, as it is almost only black. Sometimes when creating all the details, it's very easy because you can use different colors to emphasize them, but this time we can only create with the shape of the clay pieces, and as it is almost black everything, yeah. But I want to stop argue about this creation. I give it a try. Here we go. Now we create the side parts. I assume this is the torso from Necrozma. I have really big difficulties to pronounce this Pokemon's name right. Necrozma. I have it right in front of me, the name. And I'm not saying this name out of my mind, I'm just reading it from my paper. Necrozma. Necrozma. Oh, let's place everything onto the plate, and now we can start using a lot of colorful clay. Didn't I say that this is just a black creation? No, it is not. The face, at least I assume this is a face, contains very, very different colors, and I really liked it as it is shining out of the dark. Freshly baked head and torso from Necrozma. Now it is getting pretty difficult as we have to attach the legs and also the arms. I'm using my hand drill for the tiny holes. Here we go. And we will of course use our beloved aluminum wire as the skeleton for the arms and also for the legs. If someone is wondering why I haven't started creating the Mobile Legends character, I think I'll publish this one next week. I haven't started yet. I wanted to create another Pokemon, as it had been a long time since the last Pokemon, and you guys asked me a lot to create Necrozma. I think it is from a new game, right? It's called Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun, but I'm not pretty sure about that, or if this Pokemon was even released one generation back. Maybe you can just leave me that in the comments if you know that. Now using my scissors for some sharp edges, and this worked pretty great. And now we will do some detail work for the legs as well. Here we go. And there are a lot of thorns on the feet or legs as well. So here we go, creating some more thorns of Necrozma. Now, before I start creating these big sculptures on the hands, I put this piece of clay into the refrigerator, that it is pretty hard and solid, and this makes it pretty easy for cutting. So this is a pro tip for you if you want to use a knife for cutting and getting hard edges. I highly recommend putting this piece of clay into the fridge first. And now we can work and go on with the color gradient. There are two more, I assume these are crystals on the hands, and I really wanted to make it look pretty dirty and rough, so I didn't care much about the details of the color gradient. I just mixed white and black, and I think it looks great. Now we are creating the fingers. It's a triangle from shape, and also the nails. So I think it looks pretty great, like claws, dangerous claws this Pokemon is fighting with. I think this is a legendary Pokemon, right? I think so. Well, I haven't read anything about this Pokemon, as normally I'm completely screwed when I'm not sure about the Pokemon I'm creating. But I'm sure about this. We are adding some more thorns for the back and also for the elbows, and we're ready to go into the oven. Freshly baked Necrozma, and all the pieces we are about to assemble right now using my hand drill again, and sticking the hands, the heavy hands, onto the wire. And now we can start gluing. I use my super glue for that, attaching these crystals also on the elbows. The other side, of course, oops, as well. So here we go for his left hand and the elbow. And finally, I guess, that's it! Necrozma! Guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I admit it was pretty difficult to create. Let me know what you think, write it down in the comments. As you know, I created many Pokemons in the past, so check these videos out as well. I guess that's it for today. I hope you have a great weekend. See you next week on Friday. Take care and bye. We are going to party! Necrozma!